Breaking Bad don't wanna meet in a circle. I stay quiet cause my feelings will hurt you. Maybe creep through the shadows, might seem passive, but we highly reactive. We old school, can let the cameras get action. You know me well, like nigga. You know the scale, we do it larger than most. Put your head in the ropes, better hope not to choke. They might catch you in a still shot. Know your time is up, we seen your heels drop. You Cinderella niggas think you still hot. This poetic justice need my collection of singles the way you ton. No mechanic, but from your features, I'm peeping the way you run. So I sit low in the whip, I'm holding my shit. I ain't a killer, but you're approaching with this. So you can cut it, paste it, tie it in, cut it. Try again, you unstable and unfocused and blurring them lines again. It's not your fault, it's the way you was taught. But I can tell from your results that it ain't in your heart, so be smart. Look, my niggas here shooter. Think you flying with the jets, you gotta prove it. We don't introduce the teachers to the students. We introduce the students to the teachers. Come find them if you need them, but before you get to speak, you gotta reach up, nigga. Jerv.
Well, look who the cat dragged in. Oh my God. Yo, bro, what's good? How's everything? What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Akeem the King, and I'm here with my man Rell. But let's get into this first video called Love Me Right by Moxie Knoxx.
I remember when you sparked my flame, opened my blinds to brighter days. You were the one I loved to chase. Now all you are is in my way. You see people seeing me, so you hug me up in your space. Your insecurities, they're slowing down my pace. I'm tired of trying to save it. Oh no, and you clearly don't want me to be great. You won't let me do my thing. I swear I didn't see this coming. But if you cannot love me right now, I'm gonna love me. I'ma be on my side out. I'm gonna love me. I'm gonna love me. You cannot love me right now, I'm gonna love me. I'ma be on my side out. I'm gonna love me. I'm gonna love me. I remember when you had my back when you give me your last. What can I say? The past is the past. You get upset nowadays. You call me everything but my name. Catch you smiling at my pain, acting like sorry makes it okay. I'm tired of trying to save it. Oh no, and you clearly don't want me to be great. You won't let me do my thing. I swear I didn't see this coming. But if you cannot love me right now, I'm gonna love me. I'ma be on my side out. I'm gonna love me. I'm gonna love me. You cannot love me right now, I'm gonna love me. I'ma be on my side out. I'm gonna love me. I'm gonna love me. Pack up your issues and pack up your boots too. Clear out your closet, it's obvious we over. You don't need a blues clue. Ain't gonna choose you no more. No, not over me. Think I owe me anything better than you. Oh, yeah. You cannot love me right now, I'm gonna love me. I'ma be on my side out. I'm gonna love me. I'm gonna love me. You cannot love me right now, I'm gonna love me. I'ma be on my side out. I'm gonna love me. I'm gonna love me. You cannot love me right now, I'm gonna love me. I'ma be on my side out. I'm gonna love me. I'm gonna love me. You cannot love me right now, I'm gonna love me. I'ma be on my side out. I'm gonna love me. I'm gonna love me.
Welcome back. That video was Love Me Right by Moxie Knoxx. I'm here at Studio 505, located at Reed's Refuge Center, where the community seeks refuge in the arts. So I'm here with a phenomenal, talented young man. Y'all may have seen him on the 4, but besides the 4, this man is a phenomenal father. He always puts family first, and overall, a great guy. I want y'all to give a round of applause for my man, Rell Jerv.
Up too much, bro. I ain't know that.
You got to,
cool,
man.
but...
You on the Atypical Society show. I got to, man.
Hey, man, I appreciate the love for real.
I appreciate you coming out. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you taking your time, man. So, what's been up, man? What's going on? I see you out here making a lot of moves. Your content is A1. You feel me? I see you got a lot of support from the people, man.
Oh, man, I'm trying, man. You know, we just working, man. You just trying to touch as many people as possible. Because without them, it ain't nothing. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to connect with the fan base and stay connected. It's easy to fall out of connection, you know. So I just trying to stay connected. That's all.
So the hood has been giving you a lot of support. Instagram has been showing you a lot of love. Would you say a lot of that traffic has picked up since you were on the 4?
Yeah, I mean, the bulk of it.
Okay.
I had some support before, just growing up here in the city and connecting with a lot of people. I had some support before, but it's definitely on like a totally different level now than it was before, yeah, for sure.
Nice, man. And after that experience, or even just before that experience, what was taking place in like your life?
Musically, I mean, we had set a plan actually, probably like a month before I got the call to go on the show.
Okay.
We had literally wrote out a 2-year plan.
Nice.
Where we had the singles, we had the projects laid out that we were gonna do, and we was set. We was ready to go, and then that kind of just threw a monkey wrench in everything. It really, in a way, I always say it accelerated us like 2 years.
Okay.
So in a sense, it scratched everything that we had, and we had to figure it out. Got you.
So I know you haven't put out a full body of work since 2018, right? So what is next for Rell Jerv? Like, is it another album coming out, or is there a tour coming? Is singles? What's next?
I think now, I mean, to put out a full body of work now, I feel like the attention span is so small. It's so small. So putting out a full body of work is kind of, I wouldn't say pointless, but it's hard because they're not really paying attention as much. Like, nobody's listening to 12-song albums no more. You know
I mean, it depends though, because I would listen to 12 songs on an album, especially if it's quality content though.
Yeah, but you know who I've been studying? I've been studying Russ a lot, right?
Okay.
So, a gem that I picked up from him, he was like, I dropped 10, 11 mixtapes or whatever, and I kept seeing that the song that had the most traction or most streams was always the first and second song, outside of having a big feature. He said, why wouldn't I just keep putting out the first track? Like, first songs.
Yeah.
Since people only pay attention really to that first song, well, the bulk of people. So I think from here it's just singles. Like, I'm just gonna be dropping singles. We're putting together a tour now. With my partner Kev with 1122 MMG Studios. We're putting together the Legacy tour.
Got you.
Yeah, we're just gonna kick off in March right after South by Southwest. So.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
That's gonna be heavy.
Yeah.
That's gonna be super heavy.
We got some heads on there, man. We got 38 Special, who he run with Griselda and them, and Benny the Butcher. We got Zig the Artist. We got MeWe on there. So it's gonna be a dope lineup, man. It's gonna be crazy.
I'm gonna have to hit one of the cities. I'm gonna have to hit one of the cities up for that.
It's gonna be crazy.
That sound like it's gonna be crazy. So outside of what's taking place now as an artist, where did this all originate? I know you did music back when you were like 10, and I know you were talking about how that was around the time when you first started really getting into music because of an influence that was heavy on your life. Can you talk a little bit about like that influence and how they influenced you to get into music?
Yeah, I mean, initially it was church.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I wrote my first song was a gospel song. Then I sang it in church. I built up the courage to sing it in church, and it was like they loved it. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna keep doing this. So I wrote a couple more, and then I was like, all right, I'm really gonna be a gospel artist. No offense to gospel artists, but I'm like, that's not really my lane. So I'm like, I started writing pop songs, and I started writing like country songs and R&B songs, because I studied like Genuine and Usher and stuff like that. And then when I would say like 14, 15, my brother was rapping at the time. So at that time, I'm like, all right, I'm watching him rap and I'm still singing. So we're up in the room and all day and we're writing songs. I'm doing the hooks. He's writing the raps, and it was just dope. And we locked in like that for probably like 2 years. Yeah. And then when I turned 16, around the time where Lil Wayne's I Millie came out, I wrote like the first real rap that I let anybody really hear. Nice. And I let my brother hear first, who's not here anymore.
Rest in peace.
But yeah, rest in peace, Doc. But you know, I let him hear it. He was like, "You should do both." And then from there, I just ran with it. It just never stopped.
A Millie.
Yeah, crazy,
man. That was a banger too. Did you record that?
Nah, I didn't even. I don't even remember it. That's the thing. I don't even remember it.
I was gonna say I need to hear that. I
probably can remember it if I hear the beat.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, but it was a long time.
I would love to see your flow.
That was a lot of raps ago, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I would love to see like what your flow was on that, because your flow is tight right now. Bro. Your flow is tight, man. Even like just from when I was watching some the shows on the 4, I'm like, oh, this dude not playing. He's serious.
You must be blinded by the light. Is it perfect that you think who you want? Do me a favor, don't get stuck in this moment. I own it.
I've met a lot of Delaware-based artists, and no shade to anybody, but it's not a lot of people out here who really get me to be engaged in their music based off of their flow, based off of like how they, attack a track, and it's rare that I meet, Delaware rappers that are really talented with the flow, and I was like, okay, this guy, he got something going. Your confidence too, man. So I could tell you've been working on this craft.
But that's preparation, man. Yeah. That's perfecting your craft, because I did that with my brother, and then around that same time, like 16, 17, I met my partner now, Joe, and we locked in for 3.5 years before we even put out a song.
Oh wow.
We did hundreds of records before we put out a song, just trying to find a niche, trying to figure out the sound, and when we put something out, it was still trash. But
it's okay. It's okay.
Trash, but that it built the type of mindset, like that work ethic. Yeah. And then now when we go in, we just bust them out.
It's effortless.
So, yeah, it's like
second nature.
Exactly.
No, I could tell second nature to you for sure. And I was seeing that when I was looking at your performance. When the young girl, I forget her name, that you knocked off. What's her name?
Cheyenne.
Yes.
Cheyenne, yeah.
Yes. I was like, oh. I said he bodied the singer out of there. And I was interested to see how that was going to turn out, because a rapper going against a singer was very interesting dynamic to see. So it was good that you was able to bring that energy, but I feel you always bring that energy no matter what. Even when you do your Instagram like freestyles and be killing, I'm like, oh, all right, but I'm like, you make me want to go in the booth and start writing. I gotta get my bars up. But yeah, and I know you were saying before, like one of your huge influences is Jay-Z, and I know he played a part of like your craft and you molding yourself as an artist. Like, what was the most significant thing about Jay-Z's influence that really helped you as an artist?
As an artist, it was really confidence. It was that swag that, like when I step in, like I'm here. Like, when I open my mouth, like and I feel like we got similar personalities. Like I'm the quiet dude in the room. I'm chill. I'm laid back. But when I open my mouth, you listen. Yeah. And that's what I really picked up the most from him. And then it just transferred to like the business. Gotcha. And learning from him, like you gotta learn the business. Like you gotta know your business. You gotta know what this is, what that is. You gotta know what different language is, different terminology and stuff like that. Like, don't just put your name on nothing. Still to this day, like sign my name on anything.
Right.
You know, so that's something that's especially big now.
Yeah.
Especially big now.
Now that the music industry is transforming and it's going in a whole different direction, a lot of artists are becoming more independent and not relying on the labels anymore, you know. So, and I think he was one of those type artists that kind of like pioneered that avenue, you know, for a lot of artists coming up after him.
Yeah, like, especially because everybody said no.
Yeah.
Everybody said no, they shut the door on them. And I feel like I make the similar type of music, and it's like kind of along the same lines. It's like I talk to a few people, and it's like, oh, you gotta kind of be like this, and I'm like, no, like I'm me. You know what I mean? So if you're not gonna accept me for me, then I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna do my own thing, and I'm gonna show you that you're gonna have to circle back around. It's gonna come full circle, and you're gonna be sitting at my table.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So
and you got a piece of that even from being on the show. I know you said it was a lot of red tape that was going on, that was bringing up a lot of stipulations on what you can do and what you cannot do, right? And kind of expound on that experience. I think people should know like what happens behind the scenes.
Yeah, I mean it's crazy. You know, one of the biggest things is having to get your lyrics approved. You know, not having the freedom to really say what you want to say and express yourself in a way, like I said before, like, yeah, I was real enough, but real enough isn't real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially not to me. I just want to be fully authentic. So I had to write like 8 songs in like 2 days to get the 2 that I performed on the first episode approved.
Oh, wow.
I had sent in literally so many lyrics and songs because it just kept getting sent back. Like, no, you can't do that, can't say that. And it's like, as a creative, it's like, you get frustrated and it's like, I don't want to do this no more. Like, cause I can't
freely express yourself, man.
And what got me here was being me. You picked me to be here because you heard that gritty. You know what I mean? You heard me, like a freestyle.
Yeah.
And that's why you picked me. And for me to not be able to do that and transfer that 100% is kind of like,
yeah.
But it was good for what it was. You know, I used it for what I had to use it for.
Yeah.
And
it was a learning experience, and I definitely felt the hunger, man. And I definitely feel the hunger now. I know you're going to be accomplishing some amazing things as an artist, man. Yeah, I see exactly what you're doing, man. You're moving in the right direction. Whoever, like you said, your team that's backing you, y'all doing it, bro. Y'all doing it. So,
man. And it's kind of we kind of playing catch up. I mean, cause that came on us like that, and it's like, oh shit, like what am I? It's like, all right, we gotta get. I said one time, you know, when preparation don't live up to the moment, it's like we did a lot of preparation, and it's like it still didn't live up to that moment. So it's like you never gonna 100% be ready for the moment. Yeah. And that's one of the biggest takeaways I got from it. No matter how much preparation you do, or how much you trick your mind and yourself into thinking you're ready, when that shit comes, it's like,
are you actually ready? All this work.
I knew this was coming, but I didn't know it was coming with this, and this too. So it was kind of figuring it out, and coming back off the show, it was kind of like I had to take a little bit of time to figure stuff out and to figure myself out, because it kind of threw me into like a depression in a sense. Yeah. Because it's like, shit, like I don't know what to do. Like I don't know what's next, and that's hard, man. Yeah. You know, that's hard, and it's hard to. Some people don't even come back from that. They get stuck in that moment.
No, man.
You know,
this is a tough industry to be in, man, and that's why a lot of people go the route of like doing drugs or, like you said, going through the state of depression. But at the end of the day, the light is always at the end of the tunnel, and we're gonna be happy. So, meaning to talk about happy, we're gonna get into this next video by just Frenchie, and it's called Happy.
Somehow I lost me, cried myself to sleep. We're strong now, I am weak. Now I'm forced to grow up, left me all alone. Yeah. It's not all your fault. No, it's not.
Well, look, we about to come get you real quick. don't feel like doing that. Girl, I told you I'm chilling.
On the way to come get you, you had
5 minutes? Okay, great. Great. All right.
Make sure you pat them boys down, cause we don't want no toys about love. And no, we don't want no drama, cause we don't need them boys up in the club.
Ooh, they got me out the house.
I'm out this jump.
Now I'm finna turn the city out. You already know what the fuck going on. You know what this night finna be bout. I just wanna look good, feel good. The outside waiting, call me Holly cause I'm always late. Had to do the mirror check, make sure I'm straight. Then we pulled up to the function. So I stepped up in that joint with the best slate. Feel like Boosie Bad, you can wipe me down. You already know that Fred to play around. DJ turn the inch out so can't nobody put their hands down. I just wanna feel good. Just wanna feel good. Feeling good like I should, yeah. Feeling good like I should. Right now, I am feeling blessed, looking good, no stress. Right now, I am feeling blessed, looking good, no stress.
Baby, welcome to the party. I'm gonna get Hold on. I know you. You know me? Yeah, you on the grand, little light skin, little tasty. I know you. Frenchie. You Frenchie.
like that.
What's up with you, man? Y'all try to come to the party.
Yeah.
All right, come on now. We here. Let's go. No, let's go. Get you take that hat off, too. Hold on, my man. I need $10 from you,
What
player.
you mean? Like,
Yeah, it ain't that easy.
come on, bro.
Boy up in my face, asking can we link later? I'm like, hell no. He said, shorty, stop playing with your methods. Hell no. He said, take mine. I told him that I promise that I won't call. I swear to God. Promise that I won't. My phone pulled up with them big bucks. They walk that heavy like they carrying the bricks trucks. Alright. I said, shorty at the bar, waiting on them free drinks. I hope that she ain't waiting all night. I'ma hit the floor, I'ma get right. Ain't no drama, ain't nobody tryna fight. Boy, pick me and said this my first time seeing you from the gram. Damn, it's nice that you look good in real life. I just wanna feel good. Just wanna feel good. Feeling good like I should. Yeah. Feeling good like I should. Right now, I am feeling blessed, looking good, no stress. Right now, I am feeling blessed, looking good, no stress. I just wanna feel good. I just wanna feel good. Just wanna feel good. Just wanna feel good. Feeling good like I should. Yeah. Feeling good like I should. Right now, I am feeling blessed, looking good, no stress. Right now, I am feeling blessed, looking good, no stress.
Welcome back. That video was Happy by Just Frenchie. Shout out to Just Frenchie, man. Always gotta show her love. She's the pioneer of the Atypical Society show. As you already know, she was on episode 1. But let's get back into this conversation with Rell Jerv. My guy, man, my guy. So, man, beyond the music, you talk heavy about family, and family is first to you. I know you had some experiences growing up, fatherhood, and I can totally relate to that as well. Just kind of share some stories, or just let the people know, like, what was that like and how that correlates to you being a father today.
I mean, well, first of all, family is everything, man. That's your anchor, especially when you are doing something that's out of the norm. You know, you're chasing a goal that might be so far-fetched. You need that support system at home. You know what I mean? You need that anchor, somebody to hold you down. You got to leave for weeks and months at a time. You got to I got kids, you know, family. You gotta have somebody and have people, not just somebody, but people around to hold things down for you. So family is everything. But as far as fatherhood, man, you know, my dad was never around. You know, he had his struggles with being out of jail and drugs and, you know, what have you. So I made a promise to myself early on that I would never let my kids feel the pain that I felt or the emptiness that I felt from not having my dad around, because I felt like he didn't want me, like asking that question. Like, I don't want my kids to ever ask that question, like, why don't daddy want me?
Yeah.
And that's really how I live my life, like them first. Like everything I do is about them. Like my kids have to see this.
Yeah.
Every time I leave the house, if I'm going to an event, if I'm going to a club, I'm doing whatever, I have to make it back home to my kids.
Right.
So that's literally everything about my life is surrounded by them.
Yeah.
You know, they're in the center, not me. They're in the center, and everything else revolves around them.
Yeah. And it's crazy. It's dope how you incorporated your son into like the actual first track.
Yeah. I tried to get my daughter to do it too. She was like, "I'm not going in the booth right now."
She was like, "No, Dad, I'm
having
a little embarrassed."
She was having a moment that day. She
Kids,
was like,
man, kids, man. But that's super dope that you are always incorporating your kids first, man. Big ups, you know. It's good to see young black men out here actually involved in their children's life, you know. And I can totally relate not having a father present, man. You know, so, and I know how that can take a toll on you mentally, emotionally.
We do this so you remember me, nigga. I made that money.
Would you say a lot of your music is centered around that? A lot of emotions that you put into it, is it centered from like those things that stem from the foundation of that?
I would say, yeah. I mean, life in general, but especially that, you know, learning how to be a man, you know, from my mother, a woman.
Right.
Learning how to love and be loved. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Not having that barrier up all the time, that wall up all the time. So those are things that I had to learn through other people, whether it be other family members or whether it be celebrities or whether it be movies or something. Just learning how to love and be loved, and learning how to control certain emotions, and learning how to be open and honest with myself. Yeah. You know what I mean? To know me. You know what I mean?
This is true, man.
So it's hard. And I feel like, especially, I mean, we struggle with that. Mental health is everything. In this community, in our community, we struggle with that. So
major.
I think, and now it's even changing the narrative now, though, because I remember we had a talk before, and I was telling you about how somebody said to me, "Oh, it's nice to see a black man in his kid's life," and I'm like, I don't know if that's really like not the norm now. Like, I'm seeing a lot of young brothers in their kids' lives.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
I have to agree.
And I don't talk to people that I will not associate with somebody that doesn't take care of their kids. I can't do it.
That integrity, man.
Yeah.
I commend that. And it's definitely who you surround yourself with tells a lot about who you are as an individual. So I definitely commend you for that, bro. Definitely.
You can roll the dice, or you can run away. Either way, I'm Either way.
So outside of the music, I know you got some therapeutic things that you like to do. You know, when you just relaxing and chilling, man. You a cook?
A little bit, man. I like to play around in the kitchen a little bit.
Let me find out you can chef.
You know why though? Because it's like it's still creative.
Exactly.
But it's a different realm. Like, it's just, you can do so many different things, and I'm really just in the last couple of years learning, like, yo, I can really cook. Like,
right.
Like, all right, now let me try this. Oh, that's good. I'm inviting people over for dinner, like, oh, that's good.
And then you got kids too.
Oh yeah, and I'm like, okay, yeah.
So it's like I got chefed up for the kids too. I know they probably be like, "Dad, you gonna cook or something?"
Oh, yeah, they eat good, man.
They eat good. My daughter all the time, she's like, Dad, you gonna make your crab cakes? I'm like,
oh, so you got specialties?
Oh yeah.
Okay, what's the specialty? What's some specialty?
It's seafood. You know, I love to cook seafood.
Yeah.
I love to cook fish and stuff like that. So that's it. And I kind of just pick it off the top of my head sometimes, and I'm just put it together.
Okay, well, creative. Okay, and outside of the cooking, you also, I know for like therapy, you sketch as well.
Yeah, drawing is something I picked up. Well, it runs in my family really. Like my aunts draw, my mom drew. I don't know if they do so much now, but I mean like literally like freehand you a picture of yourself, like type of stuff. Like,
so, cause you come from an artistic, creative family in general. Yeah. Oh, that's dope.
But the drawing thing, like whenever I'm like super on edge or super like high level, I'll kind of just sit in my living room and just sketch and just draw. I'll pull up a picture of one of my kids on my phone or something like that, and I'll just draw it. And it's therapy. It gets me away. I completely disconnect, and it's not like it used to be. I don't want to say used to be, but for lack of better words, it used to be music until music became a job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so you have to now. I had to find something outside of what I do every day.
Yeah.
To be that therapeutic thing for me.
Got you.
And it was cooking and drawing and
cooking, drawing. You know. And also, you were saying that a lot of music that you listen to is more R&B than rap music.
Yeah.
And that is literally where you get a lot of your inspiration for your music.
Yeah, that's true.
And you show that throughout a few songs. Like, was it Drunken High?
Drunken High. Yeah.
Don't get drunk and high with me. Drunk and high with me, girl. Tonight, let's just get crazy.
Yeah.
You know, I try to be as versatile as possible. You know, and it just comes out. It comes based on my emotion. You know, how I'm feeling at the time. Sometimes I might feel like, you know, telling a story, or sometimes I might be in love or want to be or want to talk about that, or talk about the struggles that I'm going through in my relationship, or I might want to talk about my kids, or I might want to turn up. You know what I mean? So it really just depends on how I feel at the time, and I don't force anything. Gotcha. If I don't hear it, if it doesn't come to me, I don't do it.
Yeah.
If it takes me too long to write it, it's not meant for me. You know, and that's just how I carry it, and still pump out so much content at the same time. So it's like that formula works. It doesn't work for everybody, but that formula works for me. You know, I have to feel it. If I don't feel it, I can't do it.
Yeah. And I know you just said storytelling. I know you have a song was charged up back to back.
Yeah, it was that was a freestyle I did over when Drake drops those charged up and back to back, and I put them together, and it did the beginning of it, the charged up part, you know, it was slow, and that was just I was just talking, and then it turned up on the back to back, and then you know,
nice.
From there.
And usually the most prolific and the greatest rappers are storytellers.
Yeah.
You know, like we said, Jay-Z, we got Andre 3000.
Oh, 3 Stacks, yeah.
Oh, man. That's my favorite. That's one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite. Biggie, you feel me? He was definitely a storyteller. And many more, man. Many more. That's dope, bro.
I mean, it's the same as like poetry. It's poetry.
It is.
You know, a lady told me one time, she said, I don't understand the rap thing. Like, what is it? And I'm like, you like poetry? She said, yeah, I like poetry. I said, it's nothing but poetry spread up.
Literally.
Literally. That's all it is.
I think people get kind of distracted by
the mainstream.
And then the instrumentation that comes with like rap music.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. But with the poetry, it's more sensual, more subtle, you know. So they're able to digest it a little bit better. You know. But I'm like, really take heed to the bars that these storytellers are saying. Because you might actually learn something. You might get something out of there. That meat and potatoes be in there.
Take away the beat and slow it down, or read it.
Facts.
If you ever look up lyrics, it's broken down into basically a poem. Just read it.
Literally. They have stanzas, and that's how they do poetry.
You know, that's another conversation for another day.
It is, man. It is. So, we here with Rell Jerv. It's been an amazing time. Tell them where they can find you at, bro.
Hey, man, you can find me everything is the same across the board, from Spotify, Apple Music, Facebook, Instagram, at Rell Jerv, RELLJERV. Look me up, man. Here's some of these stories, some of these bars. You know?
All right, man. Yo, y'all need to check him out. When I tell you this guy is going to blow the charts, he is making his way really into this industry. You need to check him out. He's got what it takes. He's definitely going to be great. We're going to get into this last video. It's called Light Work by the one and only himself, Rell Jerv. You know, we like to say, are you ready to be atypical, baby? Appreciate you, bro.
Hey, man.
Thank you for coming
Pleasure,
on.
man.
Yeah. You already fucking know. Look.
Jello Beats, holla at me.
This like work, but still I do work. No one wins, but who gon' lose first? Speaking facts about shit that you purchased. But niggas lie, I guess the truth hurts. This like work, but still I do work. No one wins, but who gon' lose first? Bitches fuck for bands and new purses. That's right, but bitches lie. We ain't walking no lines. Came up from the gutter, make me run up, nigga, one talk about shine. Pick them off, you the pick, it's all. Got picks, the truth is I'm sick of all y'all niggas. Talk about money and bricks that you're moving into the law come, then they all turn bitches. Both figures, shorty said I got a whole lot of confidence. I mean it's common sense, you know it's obvious. The way they feel for a nigga, now my pockets thick. They got a feeling a nigga about to pop and shit I can't fold. We ain't from the same mode, we don't know the same code. I know what I know, you just know what you told. That's just how the game goes, I'm trying to survive. Get to the money, put on for the settings, just try not to die. Think that you're here cause I need you, my nigga, you're out of your mind. I do it all for the fan first. Caught it all, had a glance, all in the plans. Just another day at work. Gotta get what's mine before they close it. Curtain. I ain't perfect, but the way I move is perfect. Yeah. And I always stay real. Serving y'all niggas up still. Shit, someone gotta pay the bills for real. Yeah. This like work, but still I do work. No one wins, but who gon' lose first? Speaking facts about shit that you purchased. But niggas lie, I guess the truth hurts. Yeah. This like work, but still I do work. No one wins, but who gon' lose first? Bitches fuck for bands and new purses. That's right. And bitches lie. Look, now I deliver for everyone that I started with. You talking shit, but I don't go arguing with the audience. I got a war chest and your chest look perfect for targeting. It's perfect marketing. You was leaving and I'm just walking in. But aside from all the riddles and shit, that's right. I need a ceiling for my ceiling, boy, I'm really legit. That's right. I need a budget for the building and $1 million in whips. Come on. Now I'm just kidding, that's the shit that you spit. But hear me out, look. Whole lot of bitches been digging for gold, now she won't put a price on her head. Whole lot of niggas been tricking on bitches, now he let her come to the crib. Slipping and sliding, he focus on diving, the money is under the bed. The story recycled for years, if you know it don't need to be said. Cause pillow talking is deadly. I know a bitch that got a soft spot for Gucci and Fendi. I know a nigga that'll buy it just to say that he did it. And know a nigga that'll snatch it all and shoot back to Philly. I'm gone, yeah, nigga. This like work, but still I do work. No one wins, but who gon' lose first? Speaking facts about shit that you purchased. But niggas lie, I guess the truth hurts, yeah. This like work, but still I do work. No one wins, but who gon' lose first? Bitches fuck for bands and new purses. When bitches lie.